A long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, there was a man who made 3 amazing movies. Then 3 shitty movies. Then he sold his rights to... Ha-ha! Here I am, fuckers! I own this bitch now! Time to fist fight the Force!
Nerd is the new sexy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nerd is the New Sexy. My name is Gambit. With me tonight is...
Wyldfyre 1. This is episode 73. Season 4, episode 73. Before we go any further, though, Gambit, there is a rather large, a real big announcement we got to make. And I wanted to put this at the beginning of the podcast. And what you're going to hear is me and True talk about it. True's not with us at the moment, but this was pre-recorded. So here you guys go.
What's up, you sexy nerds? This is your boy True, and with me I have
Wyldfyre 1,
and we are happy late announcement about our 200 likes or follows on Facebook.
We definitely gone up in likes, and we like that.
We like to be liked. Every nerd likes to be liked. So we got some special announcements for you. As a big thank you for the 200 plus likes on Facebook, we decided to go ahead and give back to the community. So what we're doing is we're going to give away the SNES Classic. With that being said, we're going to give a big middle finger to the Nintendo Overlord. Now you might be wondering, how the hell do I wind up getting into this drawing? Well, it's going to be simple. What you got to do is you got to follow us on Twitter. Be sure you wind up subscribing to us on YouTube. Smack that subscribe button like it's the Nintendo Overlord.
Yes, beat it like it was naughty. So to subscribe, what you need to do is go to the link below and follow the instructions there. So True, when does all this start?
Well, actually, the official start date was when the YouTube video released. However, we will be running this contest until January 14th.
You might be asking yourself, well, how am I going to know if I won?
Well, we will be announcing that after the 14th. We will wind up posting on Facebook. We will wind up sending a tweet out.
Yeah, and on top of that, we will mention you on the podcast itself.
So, from all of us here at Nerd is the New Sexy Entertainment, we thank you, and this is just our way of giving back to you. So let's go ahead and tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dog. We'll be more than happy to be liked by everyone.
Yes, we like the love, and we love the likes. Yeah, I would say that was that's pretty big news, right, Gambit?
That's huge news.
I never thought we'd get that far with this project, and I'm very proud to be a part of that.
Yeah, me too. I'm super proud to be a part of this giveaway and to give back to the fans that supported us so much, and Nintendo too, no less.
Oh yeah, the Nintendo Overlord is gonna be pissed.
Oh, he's gonna be super mad. You're giving away our system for free. For free!
How dare you! Yeah, I can hear it already.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be mad. He's gonna be mad as hell. But somebody's gonna be super happy. I mean, most of our fan base are like us. They're all in our 30s. We got some younger crowd. I don't know. I got a poll one day to see how many people actually, like, what age range people listening to.
What are age range?
Point being. So, guys, you guys know the deal. Go out to Twitter, go out to Facebook, go out to YouTube, subscribe. You guys will get, well, not everybody, but one person will win the lucky grand prize, and it's gonna be awesome. I mean, can I subscribe? Is that a thing? Can I do this?
Unfortunately, we cannot.
But I'm Gambit. Hear me out.
That's why you can't subscribe.
No, hear me out on this one. Because, like, Bruce Wayne can win a contest, but Batman never wins a contest. You know what I'm saying?
Why gotta bring why do you gotta bring my favorite hero into this?
Because I'm using logic against you for the fact that I want to win this. But I'm
because if you win it, other people's on Batman.
And tonight we'll be talking about Star Wars, obviously, clearly. Again, more of it.
We kind of went over Star Wars almost with a fine-tuned comb.
Yeah,
right?
Well, I mean, we've gone over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7.
Some of 7.
We have not touched Rogue One or the new movie coming up, which is what we're going to be talking about.
But once we've seen the new movie, the Last Jedi, I think we'll touch base on Rogue One and we'll kind of catch up. Those movies are going to come out just way too quickly and way too much. They're going to come out, like I said before the podcast, they're going to come out with a movie a year. You know, they're going to have a Han
Did you see
Solo
Rogue
movie.
One?
Oh yeah, it was very entertaining. I liked it.
I loved Rogue One. I was really not expecting much of it. I waited a very long time. I actually watched it on Netflix. I waited.
Me too.
Especially for a Star Wars fan. Because I was just tired of being disappointed. If you listened to the podcast before, you all know how I felt about number 7, and that It's not that just to recap, it's not that I hate number 7. It's not that I love number 7. It's just I'm reserving my full judgment for number 7 till after I watch number 8, and that is because as of right now, they didn't give me a new movie. They gave me a shot-for-shot remake of number 4.
As we've mentioned.
So the main topic tonight, what we're really going to be talking about is our predictions, because we did this last time. Me and Wyld both did this. And I think we both experienced the same thing. We made our predictions. We went out and saw the 7th movie. Most of our predictions were right on both of our ends. We tried to tell people that we already knew this was coming, and people were like, no, you're just saying that after the fact. So no, we want video recorded evidence of our predictions. So if they come true this time,
this time we're gonna be like, hey, haha, fucker, this is what's going on.
Yeah, because really, I mean, now granted, I was a little bit more of a nerdy because I called out that Han Solo was gonna die specifically, not Chewbacca, not anybody else. I specifically called out that Han Solo was gonna die in this one, and that had nothing to do with like the fan movies or even the canon or the books or anything. That just straight came from the fact that I think when I would watch the videos of Harrison Ford was one of the most reluctant person to come back to this movie franchise. So I feel like if he did came back to the movie franchise, he was like, look, I'll come back for one movie, but you got to kill my fucking character so I can get away from Han Solo.
Gotta kill me. Well, according to what I've read, he's talked about having him kill it. He's talked about he wanted to talk to Lucas about having Han Solo die. You know, so
I think he saw his opportunity to get that out that he's always wanted.
He's like, Disney, kill me off. You know, he's like, he went up to Mickey and he kissed his ring finger. He's like, you should kill me off. My character needs to die. I'm tired of being Han Solo. Don't call me Han Solo. And
don't call me Han Solo.
Don't call me Han Solo. Yeah.
But no, so that was one of my predictions. The other big prediction that I had was that the new Dark Lord was going to be Han and Leia's fucking kid. That one specifically came from the books, and I read the books because I'm a super nerd and I love Star Wars so much. That prediction came from the books. Now this new movie's coming out. Have you seen the trailers?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, so the trailers aren't giving a whole lot away.
Well, there's a lot of cut. Like you can tell that some of it's cut from one area and put into the other to kind of fucking to throw you off. They're good about that. They're really good about that. It looks a lot like there's going to be a part where Leia is going to possibly die. Maybe.
Well, that is. If we're going to start with that one, that's my number 1 prediction. I believe that Leia is going to die.
Well, that's not a hard prediction, Gambit. To be honest, I mean, you know, Carrie Fisher's passed away, and God rest her soul. Unfortunately, because of that, they really can't use her. However, I guess they could use. You know, we talked about this in a past podcast. They could use, you know, holograms and stuff like that, and if they can put her in games like Star Wars Battlefront 2, they can do stuff.
Well, they also made her. They also did CGI to make her in Rogue One.
Yeah.
To put her in that back in her younger days too, back when she was hot and sexy and still fuckable. You know? Not to say that old Carrie Fisher is not fuckable. I'd fuck her for the story, but I mean, like, she's not. I mean,
that's not creepy, but okay, that's cool. Yeah, I get you.
No, it's like fucking an Ewok. You don't really want to fuck an Ewok, but it's for the story.
Why would you fuck an Ewok? You would get like a rare form of crabs or something.
Well, the number 1 benefit of having sex with an Ewok is when you get a blowjob, they don't have to get on their knees.
I don't see that outweighing the cons. I just don't see that being better than anything else. Like that being the one thing. Like, I want a blowjob from an Ewok. Well, you know, they have those nasty teeth and they have all the. But you know what? The one thing that just makes everything worthwhile is they don't have to get on their knees. The fact is we know that Leia's probably either gonna die or somehow disappear in this. But the question is, and this is where I'm gonna say it, but I think that Snoke is gonna kill her. You really think that a bitch like Kylo Ren is gonna be able to kill both his mommy and his daddy?
Well, see, okay, so I don't know who's gonna call it. Now they do chop the trailer to make it look like she's on a ship and Kylo Ren is like bombing the ship that she's on,
and he's hesitating.
That's the way they were making it look. But also, we'll get into that a little bit, the choppiness of it. My second prediction goes in with the choppiness of it. I don't know if it's going to be... I think what it is, I think that Kylo Ren's going to be part of the battle. I don't think he's going to pull the trigger, though.
No, I think
he's going to watch his mom die. I think he's going to watch his mom die for sure.
Well, it's going to be Snoke that kills her. I'm telling you. That's what's going to happen. And that's what's going to set him off to the, I don't know, dark side or what side. Something's going to happen. And that's going to be the catalyst. That's going to set it all off. He's going to be just like Anakin all over again. Starts with his mommy.
He's not gonna mow down younglings.
I wouldn't put it past Disney.
I think that, like I said, Leia's gonna die. That's a big one. I think that we're gonna finally get the choice, because I have maintained. So this is a small prediction, but I don't know which way it's going to lean because it's too close to call. It's almost like a coin flip. When I watched the first movie, I've always believed, and I still believe this, that Han Solo pulled the trigger on the lightsaber.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Yeah. I agree with you.
I said it before, I say it again. I truly believe that Kylo Ren was a double agent, and he was trying to infiltrate them, but the reason why he was so conflicted by everything was that he didn't want to be bad. Like, he didn't want to get this deep in. Like, he's like a double agent who's like I didn't want to do crack, man. Now I'm snorting coke. like you know, it's like he's that double agent who's just in too deep. And then when he looked at his dad and was like, I can't do this on my own. He's like, don't worry, I'll do this for you. And he basically shot himself.
I need your help. And he's like, I'm here to help you or whatnot. And
I mean, yeah, and he does it himself. And then, you know, he falls off, and, you know, everybody was all sad, and I was cheering. I was super cheering when Han Solo died.
I didn't want Solo to die, but I wasn't sad about it. I thought Han Solo was a great character. He's a man's man.
He's a man's man, but he's a douchebag. And also on top of that, he doesn't do anything. And on top of that, like, he's
too old to do anything right now. So I understand. And until you can't say he didn't do anything, he made Kylo Ren.
I mean, he didn't make Kylo Ren.
He got the princess pregnant.
I mean, fair.
Banging Leia is a big essential part of the story, obviously. That love story had blossomed into something and turned into what this next movie is. And you can't say that he has nothing to do with it. That's like saying, like...
no, I'm not saying that he has nothing to do with the storyline. He's very important, and he's very pivotal to the storyline.
You did say he had nothing to do. Like, he had
what I'm saying is he's a nothing character, isn't like he's a piece of shit. The only good thing about Han Solo was that he shot Guido in the face. No, anyways, my point being is, I really believe that Kylo. So going back to my prediction, Kylo Ren, I believe that he was a double agent, and we're gonna finally see him make that choice. We're gonna see him fall to the dark side and actually make the choice and go dark side. Or we're gonna see my prediction come true, which is he's actually light side. Now, this goes in with Kylo Ren prediction as well. There's that clip in the editing sequence when you're watching the trailer, and it sounds like Kylo Ren is talking to Rey, and he's like, you need a teacher, let me be your master, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah, follow me, or let me guide you, or whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah, I don't think he's talking to Rey.
He's not.
I think he's talking to Finn.
I think so too.
I think Finn is gonna whoop the ever-loving dog piss out of Captain Phasma. He's gonna see that and be like, join the dark side and suck our balls. Like, that's what's gonna happen. And Finn, being Finn, he's gonna be like, okay, clever quip or non-clever quip. The way I look at it is, a lot of the droids on the Empire side are painted black and silver. Like, even in the new game, Star Wars Battlefront 2, your droid that's on your back is painted black and silver, and when you go to the Rebel Alliance, they actually repaint the droid.
Yeah.
So, like, the droids on the Empire side have always been black droids. I just think it's a uniform thing, you know. It's like, this is the light side, this is the dark side. So all the droids on the light side are going to be white and blue. All the droids on the Empire are going to be black and and gold or whatever. Well, that's why I like Captain Phasma. There was one thing about Captain Phasma that was super fascinating, was that her armor was super shiny.
Yeah, as compared to like everyone else's.
Yeah, she like, this girl walked into the armory and was like, dip that shit in chrome.
Yeah, she's like, chrome that bitch out. I want
chrome that bitch out.
How did Sunray put it? I want that shit to be ballin', or whatever.
I want my armor to be ballin'.
My bitch be ballin'.
I want to walk by and people go, God damn, that trooper is ballin'. That bitch be ballin'. And no, but that goes to my last prediction is Captain Phasma is going to be a pivotal role in this one.
Well, they got to put her in more. They got to put her in more because she wasn't barely in it in the first one. A lot of people complained about that.
I think so too, and I think there's clearly from the trailer there's definitely going to be a fight scene with her, but I think there's going to be more to her. I feel like her character is a sleeper character, that something big is going to come with her, and on top of that, she's like the first female trooper. Ever, actually. I think there's just got to be something special about this bitch, and I'm really, really excited about seeing more of her.
There's gonna be something amazing about her. I guarantee it. Like, we're gonna find out like she's fucking like Ben's sister or some shit. I don't know.
See, okay, now I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm getting real sick of this. Rey is this person or this. Okay, let me break down simple math for you nerds out there and all you fucking people that think that, like, the one that bothers me the absolute most is when people are like, she's Obi-Wan's daughter. It's like, okay, first of all, dumb nuts, Obi-Wan was old as balls by the time the movie started, the first one.
Yeah.
And Luke was 25 years old. This movie then takes place after he dies. So that means that sometime during the Mos Eisley's Dagobah chop the dude's arm off in the bar because he doesn't like his face scene, that's when Obi-Wan had to bang down some girl. Like, he had to be like I don't remember the scene where he was like, I'm gonna go find us some transport and a hooker. I'll be right back.
Luke, give me a few hours. I'll be back soon.
It's been a very long time in that cave.
Go hang out with Han and Chewie for a little bit. I'm gonna go hang out with. I'm gonna go hang out with my schlong out.
And then so let's just clear that up right now. She is not an Obi-Wan in any way. Now,
well, even if it was young Obi-Wan, she'd be fucking old as dirt.
The possibility for her to be a Skywalker is pretty good.
Yeah, they're leaning a lot towards that. In fact, I think
here's my theory on this and why I say that, and for all my nerds out there who really read the books and know the movies, Luke came into this organization when it's basically destroyed. There's no more holocrons, there's no more records, there's no more Jedi Temple.
Well, it was long destroyed. It was long destroyed. The only two real Jedis that were left, if you want to look, with the exception of maybe some of them that were hiding, was, of course, Yoda and Obi-Wan, right?
Yeah, Obi-Wan and Yoda. Those are the last two Jedis, period, by the time Luke Skywalker came around. So his training consists of two masters who both bid it in a very disappear magical way. Yeah. Like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Like, and so Luke had no idea. Like, he had his training. By the time the third movie came around, he was a Jedi Knight. By all definitions, he was a Jedi Knight. I would say that his training was rushed.
Not a master, definitely a knight.
I wouldn't even say it. Honestly, if you want to really get nerdy with this and his like power level and stuff, based on like the movies and the books and the video games and stuff like that, he would be like a Padawan who's about to graduate. There's Padawan, there's Apprentice, there's Knight.
Yeah, but what's above that? There's
Jedi Masters.
So
now he never claimed to be a Jedi Master. So Luke never had formal training, as it were, right? The end of the end of the last movie happens. They're all partying on freaking the Force Moon of Endor. You know, woo! We blew up the second Death Star because we're terrorists. They are. I'm an Empire guy. They're terrorists.
Space.
Yeah, I had friends. I had friends on the Death Star. Space terrorists. Anyways, so Luke. The point being is Luke goes off to go further his training. Well, here's the thing about that. Luke doesn't know those subtle nuances of being a Jedi, like don't bang bitches.
Yeah.
Right? So he could have very easily taken a girlfriend at the time. He probably took off, probably got a girlfriend, and then when he finally found more Jedi holocrons, and then was like, oh, Jedi are supposed to sustain from oh my god. And he was probably like, oh my god, I fucked up. I need to break this up. And she was like, okay, cool. And then with all this shit that happens with the Empire and them searching down Jedis and all that stuff, the mom probably was like, oh god, I can't let Luke know that he has a daughter. I have to hide this girl away. Then fast forward to dropping that innocent child off on a fucking desert planet and being like, you'll be fine.
No, you're good.
Now that goes in with my last theory. One of my last predictions is I don't believe that Rey was intentionally dropped off on that planet. I believe that she was supposed to go somewhere else, and en route their ship got attacked and they crashed, and the people that were watching over, like her guardians, died in the crash. As much as Disney likes to kill off parents, I just don't see Disney dropping an innocent child off on a desert planet and being like, you're good.
You'll be all right. You'll survive. Well, if you think about it, it kind of happened with Luke. I mean, you said it yourself. A lot in the first movie was very familiar. You know what I mean? Even further, Luke got dropped off at a desert planet too, by Obi-Wan.
Yeah, but Luke was with his aunt and uncle. And but his aunt and uncle didn't die until he was an adult. Like, he was an adult when they died. Like don't get me wrong. Like, it wasn't like they pulled the fucking Batman and his parents were shot in front of him. No, first of all, it was his aunt and his uncle. And second of all, like, he was a full grown man and he wanted to leave anyways. Like, he literally wanted to leave. He wanted to go to the flight academy and he didn't want to wait in a whole another year, a season. That's a whole another year. You know, he had no interest in waiting. But here's the thing. I don't almost want Rey to be a Skywalker. I'm done with the Skywalker line. Like, let that line just die off. They've done so much damage. You
were supposed to be the chosen one.
You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them.
They've let us down way too much.
The Skywalkers have fucked shit up. Like, okay, you got Daddy Skywalker, who literally destroyed the entire Jedi Order, and then you have little Luke, who blew up the Death Star not once, but twice. So, like, Dad grew up to be a freaking, you know, basically Hitler, and his son grew up to be a terrorist. Like, this is not a good family.
Well, if you think about it, his son didn't just grow up to be a terrorist. His son grew up to, like, try to teach and redo the Jedi Order, and failed horribly.
See, now that's a good thing that I'm really interested about the 7th movie, is Luke clearly had a Jedi Academy going.
Yes, he was teaching other younglings.
There are odds that there are probably other Jedis out there.
Maybe. The movie title is The Last Jedi.
Well, that brings up another point too. The poster is ripe with conspiracies.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah, you know the conspiracy I'm about to talk about, right? Yeah. So the conspiracy is that if you ever go back and look at any of the Star Wars movie theatrical posters, the bad guy, the villain, is always in the back top, surrounded by red. Who's in the back of the poster, surrounded by red this time? Luke. Luke Skywalker. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, honestly, like, I have no idea.
What if it's like they didn't even do that purposely? It just happened that way. Like, but yeah,
it would be very interesting. But here's the thing: like, I don't know how I feel about, like, Luke right now, because, like, okay, so worst case scenario, Luke is the bad guy. My prediction is that Luke is just a PTSD'd, broken bitch.
Well, look at all the bullshit he's been through.
But I think he's so broken, like, that's why he's hiding on this island. He gave up. Like, he's done. He's broken. I think he's so broken that he's not dark side, but I believe he hates the Force now.
What if Snoke is Luke?
That would be weird. Like a manifestation of Snoke?
What if Snoke is like a manifestation of Luke's dark side?
Well, that would make sense, because if you actually watch the first movie and you watch the second trailers, Snoke is clearly regenerating.
Yes.
He's clearly getting, like, his face is clearing up, the cracks and crevices are clearing up, like, he's getting more thick and fuller, like, he is actually regenerating, so it would stand to reason that maybe he could be like this dark little entity that was born out of Luke's fucking hatred, and then is now just growing and growing and growing.
Or he could be I hate to say this, he could be the Emperor.
I don't see how he could be the Emperor. A lot of people make that theory too. I just don't see him being the Emperor.
I'm literally not going to rule this out, because, you know, there has been other Star Wars, and of course everyone's saying it's not canon. Well, there's other Star Wars stories where people can actually regenerate by using the Force.
I mean, that's literally Darth Maul. Darth Maul got cut in half and used the dark side hatred to keep himself alive, and got metal legs.
Well, who's the Darth Plagueis? Yeah, because he tells a story about him, like how he was immortal, more or less.
Yeah, because there's things that could stop death. There's ways that the Force can be used to stop death.
So that, if you think about it, that would be the perfect segue into how he survived that. And if he's regenerating, come on, dude, like, think about it. If he's regenerating,
why would he change his name to Snoke?
Because if you just got your ass kicked by a fucking kid and a fucking pet Wookiee, would you say, "Hey guys, I'm back"? Would you fucking do that?
Uncle Bad Touch is back.
Uncle Bad Touch came back, bitches. No, you wouldn't. You would hide.
Something touched my Force.
You wouldn't, but you wouldn't admit that. You wouldn't come back and say, "Yes, I'm back." You would hide, especially in your weakest moment when you're trying to regenerate, right? I mean, you're not just gonna come back going, jump out of a fucking space fucking bush and be like, "Hey, bitches, nah, come here, blonde-headed boy." You know, you're not.
You fucking said a space bush.
That's not gonna happen.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't think Snoke is. I don't know who Snoke is. I really don't. I don't know who Snoke is. I don't know who. Like, there's a lot that is up in the air, and because they're going off canon, it's hard to make predictions. So my solid, firm predictions are: Leia's gonna die. Okay, that's number one.
I don't want her to die, but yeah,
I believe that it's going to be Leia's going to die. These are my predictions. Yeah, Leia's going to die. Kylo Ren is going to try to seduce Finn, not Rey. and we are going to find out Rey's origin story, which I truly believe she is nobody to anybody, but she has battle meditation, and she's like Anakin. She's super strong in the Force, so she gets Force premonitions. That's all it is.
See, I think, and I'm going to agree, I think Sunrise said this, either Sunrise or you, I think that Finn is a Force, like a Force amplifier.
You mean Rey?
No, Finn. Okay.
Finn.
I say this because when in the first movie, when Rey and Kylo Ren were fighting over that lightsaber, and it went to her, who was with her?
Finn.
Exactly. Now, I want to say that Finn is more powerful in the Force than we know, but he's not. He hasn't even got like an inkling of training. The little bit of training that.
So are you predicting that he's going to be another Jedi?
I'm predicting that he's going to be the one of. I'm first and foremost. Rey is going to be our first gray Jedi. I can feel it in my ball sack. It's going to be Rey is going to be our first gray Jedi.
It would be nice to see our first gray Jedi on film, though. Like, admitted gray Jedi.
Admitted gray Jedi. Like, make it like a canon thing. You know what I mean? Like, in your face. But I think she's going to be a gray Jedi, and I think that Finn and Rey have a connection.
I want to, like, piggyback off yours. I think that Finn, maybe what you're saying, he's a Force amplifier. He's what's known as a Force
meditator.
Battle meditator.
Like battle meditation, yeah.
And because Kylo can talk to the dead Jedi, he's going to be told that, and then he's going to try to corrupt Finn.
I think Kylo already knows. Remember the first movie when he stopped and looked at Finn before Finn pretty much...
Right, before... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I really believe that they're going to try to make Finn corrupted by Kylo. That's like my biggest prediction. That's literally my biggest prediction.
I see it. I can also see him try and corrupt Rey as well, but Finn, there's more to Finn than meets the eye, and I think they put him kind of to the side in the first. Well, I mean, he really wasn't to the side, but he was kind of pushed to the side, especially towards the end, for a reason. This next movie is going to be Finn's movie. This is going to be his story. Yeah. Rey is going to be there. She's going to be there just as important. But I think that we're going to find a lot of crazy shit about Finn.
Would it be crazy if Finn was Mace Windu's grandkid?
See, that's a lot of people have been saying that.
But you know what I'm really excited about? I want to find out who that little space penguin is.
Oh, you're talking about the space penguin. Yeah, the
Chewie's little pet.
His little pet. Like I bet it'd be funny. This would be fucked up. Okay, what if that's like his dinner? And they just everyone saw that one scene of it screaming, and they don't realize what the next scene is. Like Chewie grabs it and eats it. Like no fucks given. It's a delicacy in Wookiee land. I don't know.
That would be awesome.
He's all and he fucking eats it.
Now, here's the thing. Like, I don't think they're going to do it canon-wise, but in the books, and again, we're going way off canon now, everybody knows that the way they killed Chewbacca off in the books is he was crushed by a fucking moon.
Saving Ben Skywalker?
Ben Skywalker.
Yes.
You know what? Here's the one character that I do love. I love me some Chewbacca. Like, get me some Bacca in or around my mouth. Like, I love that. I love that big walking carpet. He's awesome. I don't give a fuck.
And that's one of the things that I like between him and Han Solo. I like that they have that chemistry. Even if he can't understand a fucking word Chewie says, it's almost like the whole R2 C3PO thing. Like, he kind of interprets for Chewie. When he responds to him, and it works out that way. It's pretty cool in that way. But yeah, Chewie is an amazing character. Yeah,
no, I love Chewie, and I don't know what they're going to do with Chewie. He's clearly piloting the Millennium Falcon. It almost seems like they're going to let Chewie be his own man in this one, or his own Wookiee in this one.
Well, his life debt's over with, especially after the person he gave a life debt to is dead. I'm sure he's going to want revenge.
I'm pretty sure he's going to want revenge too, because it never sat right with me, the reaction from Chewbacca when Han Solo got freaking shanked. His reaction just wasn't like, I feel like he would have screamed and like started firing a blaster bolt. Yeah, but not the way I feel like he would have dropped on his knees into the Oscar no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I get what you're saying, but that just goes
start pouring, and he would have dropped to his knees and been like, no.
But this just goes to prove almost towards what we're trying to say, that it was the setup. You know, what if Han Solo jumps out of a space bush and he's like, "I'm back, bitches," and he's like, I've never really died. They never really killed me. It's all a fucking ruse." You know, what if he did that shit?
I would be very upset. I don't want Han Solo to ever come back.
I think that since he's dead, he should stay dead. Like, I don't think that... I'm saying that as a joke, of course. I don't think that he's going to come back. But wouldn't that be funny? Like, if it was all a freaking... He's like, "I'm back, bitches. You know, and he flies the Millennium Falcon up fucking Snoke's ass. Wouldn't that be, like, the perfect ending?
That'd be, like, the greatest ending ever. He shoves, like, two torpedoes up Snoke's ass from the Millennium Falcon. No, but that's it. So I don't know what they're gonna do to Chewbacca. I think they're gonna kill Leia. I believe that Kylo's gonna corrupt Finn, and I believe we're gonna find out Rey's origin story, and it's gonna be very lackluster. She's not gonna be a Skywalker. She's not gonna be a Kenobi. She is just gonna be just fucking.
I'm willing to bet you that she's that originally they were gonna make her Luke's daughter, but everyone just went, "That's Luke's daughter," and they're like, what do we do now? They figured us out.
If it stands to reason, they're looking for the most poignant, like, oh my god moment. You know, like,
well, they want to be like the original Star Wars.
Exactly, because episode 5 was the most. Yeah, that was the most iconic. Holy shit moment.
Yeah.
In all cinema.
Cinema.
All right, don't hurt yourself, kid.
Don't get cocky.
All right, good job. Don't get penisy.
Don't get penisy.
I like that version much better.
Yes.
Don't get penisy. But no, so it stands to reason. Like, they're trying to keep everything so close, and that's why it's so hard to predict. Like, it was very easy to predict the first one.
Yeah.
It's very hard to predict. It's very hard to predict this next one because I think they're looking for the Empire Strikes Back, the wow moment, and with this being the Last Jedi. I wouldn't put it past him. Like, I've always made the prediction. I believe that Luke Skywalker is going to die, and I always thought he was going to die in the ninth. But I would, with the title of the movie, The Last Jedi, I wouldn't put it past him if they killed him off in this one.
I just think that Luke gave up. I think that's what it is.
I think.
And on top of that,
he gave up.
On top of that, that doesn't mean he has to die. You even said it yourself. There's a good chance he might just go to the dark side. In fact, Mark Hamill has tried to talk Lucas, another thing in the past, trying to talk Lucas into making Luke a Sith or a dark, go to the dark side.
That's why I like gray shit, man. There is no light side. There is no dark side. There is just a force. There's just a force. Sometimes you gotta save everybody on a planet and make sure that nobody dies. And sometimes you gotta kill a bunch of younglings hiding out from the freaking troopers. It's all the Force.
I kind of see the Gray Jedi as the guy who sits there and just kind of like laughs at the wars that the light and dark side have. He's just like sitting there smoking a blunt and fucking going like, "Yep, I'm just having a Force barbecue with my space penguins."
With my space penguins.
And they're battling it out. He's just like, "Those fucking idiots."
The one thing that I will say that is a big prediction is I believe that little space penguin. I believe the new black BB-8. And I believe a couple of the other things I've seen from the previews are all just merchandising effects.
No,
it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious when everybody goes to the movie to see that and they're super excited to see that space penguin. And like you said, it's like one little roar and then Chewie eats his ass.
Well, what about this, man? What about the new X-Wing model they have, where they have what's that pilot's name? Poe Dameron. Well, anyway, he's got like this huge ass. It looks like a huge ass rocket at the end of it at one point. Did you see that?
Yeah, no, it's definitely more aggressive X-Wing. Like, I don't even know if it can be classified as, or if it's gonna be classified as an X-Wing. He is so disposable. I think they're gonna show off.
No, I don't think he is. I'm gonna disagree with you.
And that's my point. Is I think that he's gonna have a more pivotal role too in this movie, because I think they're gonna have more space battles. I think he's actually probably gonna shoot down Kylo Ren or something. Again,
I think he is also a Force adept. Okay, I think he's adept in the Force. I really do. The way he flies and stuff. It'd be cool if him and Phasma get it on.
That'd be. I'm okay with that.
Poe could be the new Han.
Poe could be the new Han banging the princess.
Yeah, if you think about it, he kind of is. He drives, the X-wing, the cool X-wing he drives, and Han Solo had the fucking the fucking space junker that was fast as shit. They're both amazing pilots, and he just to fix the situation, get him with Phasma. Get him and Phasma. Have those two get it on. There you go. You got your next 12 movies. They can have a Force adept child.
12 movies. No, so that's it for me. Those are my predictions. I think that's what's going to happen in this next movie. Either way, it's going to be great. I'm definitely going to go see the midnight release with one of my best friends and my girl.
Dress up, record it.
Oh no, I will. There will be dressing up, and there will be recording, and there will be good times to be had.
I don't think I'm going to go on the midnight showing. I would love to, but money, and it's December, and, money.
See, that's the great part about, you just got to pull a page from Gambit. See, what you do is, December 1st or 2nd, you just break up with your girlfriend. And then that way, you don't have to buy anybody any gifts.
Wait, what?
So, you're saying that your problem is that you don't have money, and it's December, so, money issues. So what I'm saying is what you got to do is you got to break up with your significant other right during December, and then you pick up the relationship sometime mid-March after Valentine's Day.
We here at Nerds New Sexy do not condone the actions of Gambit.
Look, trust me. Look, if you break up with your significant other, here's fun fact. You break up with your significant other December 6th, right? You have one last good fuck session. You break up with them. Then you have more money for Christmas for yourself. You have more money to buy Star Wars tickets, and you have more money to spend on Star Wars costumes for the release of Star Wars. You gotta not think small time.
I have no words. You are truly a horrible human being. I guess we're done with that topic. Now, this is going to be brief. I did watch Justice League today.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Honestly, I don't have much to say. It's meh. Literally, the movie was meh. Some of it was okay. Most of it wasn't. It was what? I'll put it this way. It's a solid 4 nerd boners out of 10.
How was Jason Momoa?
I have no
Aquaman.
I could give or take. He really wasn't that big of a part of the movie. Yeah, he was there and he did stuff, but you could have still done stuff without him. He wasn't a big pivotal part of what was going on.
How was Cyborg or the Flash?
Cyborg was my favorite character, and he did say "booyah" at one point.
Did he really?
Oh, when he said it, I was like, "Oh God, Teen Titan!" I liked Cyborg. Cyborg was great. I don't like Batfleck. At all.
Oh, you can go to hell.
No. He was okay in some of the other movies. He was not okay in this movie. He joked around. Batman joked.
Batman doesn't joke.
Exactly. Batman said funny things, and no. No. Batman's not funny. It's Batman.
Batman is brooding.
Yes, he's brooding.
Brooding and he's angry. Yeah.
But anyway, they completely fucked up Barry Allen.
Yeah, I figured they did. I honestly hate the actor they chose.
Well, the actor, I could have lived with the actor.
Dude, the Flash is the only character in DC that I actually like.
Okay.
I would let Barry Allen splooge in my face.
Wow. TMI. But okay. You're pretty versed in the whole Barry Allen. It wasn't Wally West.
Seriously.
It was Barry Allen. Okay? When you think of Barry Allen as far as his character, who he is, what do you think?
But if you're talking about Barry Allen, the general consensus in all storylines is that Barry Allen is actually a lighthearted, goofy dude who was kind of a nerd and got his superpowers and didn't take it very seriously and was kind of not, I wouldn't say aloof, but he was a jokester, very lighthearted, and he did it for the ladies. He loved the ladies.
Would you say he's a confident guy?
He is as the Flash, but as Barry Allen, no.
Okay, well, he wasn't confident as the Flash or Barry Allen. Especially at first.
Well, that's really dumb.
And and on top of that, he was an introvert.
Oh no, Barry Allen is not an introvert at all.
Yeah,
at all.
That's what I knew. If I said that would get you. He was an introvert. He's very weird around people.
That makes me mad.
And on top of that, remember I kind of told you a little bit about Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
It felt like I was watching 40% of Thor Ragnarok storyline wise, like with the bad guy and everything.
Okay. Yeah. We all know how much you care about Thor Ragnarok.
Well, Thor Ragnarok was amazing. This, as far as like the bad guy and some of the story, it was almost like a blatant ripoff.
It's not surprising you gave it only 4 nerd boners because honestly, a lot of people have been saying the same thing you said. It's just, it's meh. It's not bad. It's not good. It just is.
Well, you know, the bad guy, maybe it's because I'm not versed in all things in that area, but I don't know the guy who was, what's his name? Steppenwolf. Do you know Steppenwolf in the DC universe?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know the fuck that is. Get that bitch out of there.
Steppenwolf? Who's he supposed to be?
I don't know. And if this is something like that everyone else knows, I'm going to feel dumb, but I don't know who Steppenwolf is. And I don't remember him from anything DC.
Yeah, neither do I.
The name's familiar. I think it has to do with mythology of some sort. And it was bad. It was just really bad. It was he had mentioned Darkseid, but you didn't get Darkseid. You got Steppenwolf, and Steppenwolf was fucking stupid. It had a very Lord of the Rings feel to it at one point because there's 3 boxes.
Yeah, were Barry Allen and Aquaman friends?
No. Barry Allen was kind of like that goofball to the side. And then there's this... Okay, it was almost like Batman got his ass kicked a few times, which is great. But I mean, he was still fighting back and doing his thing. And so there's one part where he's fighting all these like, and there's the monsters in this. They look like winged demons. They look like Mothra demons, and they're stupid and dumb looking, and it's fucking ridiculous. And there's some of that, and I'm not gonna lie. Remember when you and I talked about this a while back? Remember how some of the CGI kind of looked bad?
Yeah.
They never fixed it. It still looked just as bad. Part where Batman just says, Alfred, I need my blah blah blah, and then this fucking like, I want to say what looks to be a giant 4-legged robot thing comes walking up the wall, and it looked like shit. It was not something that I would see Batman using. It was almost like, it was something they wanted to sell, is what it was. It's something they wanted to make a toy out of and sell to fucking kids. And it was just blatant. It was like, haha, buy this for your children. Just parts in the movie that are just cringeworthy. I know I sat and cringed quite a few times during the movie. 4 nerd bunners, that's all I gotta say. It was more or less meh.
Well, I don't plan on going and seeing it, so...
That was definitely a flaming turd.
A flaming turd.
Is there anything you want to say, Gambit?
Nope, I got no new announcements other than go subscribe and get ready for the winning.
Yeah, the winning.
The winning inning.
The winning inning. Follow the directions and subscribe and get ready to win yourself a SNES Classic. I have one. They're pretty amazing.
Woo woo.
All right, everyone. We hope to see you next week. We want everyone to enjoy their weekend and stay sexy.
Peace.